37 is 3-2. 3-2 is 3-7.
Setting for 3-2.
3-2 is 3-7. You got a squad to your direct break. West. Stand by for blue first marker.
3-2 copies.
6, 8, 9. Oh, it's the wrong direction. Three, 2, this is 3-7. Blue first marker 0, 8, 3, 9. Reference for squad movement.
This is 3-2. We advise we've also taken contacts to our south. We're engaging them now.
Roger, I have eyes. I already got him before I can shoot him. Squad's already moved up now. 829. Might be moving some around here now, so we do that. Infantry, squad. Now it's moving northeast. Delete.
3-7, this is 3-2.
3-2, this 3-7.
3-7, this is 3-2. Be advised, we've taken out all visible contacts from our position. We're getting back into our column and moving northwest.
Copy. Blue first marker has been updated on the squad's movement. It's currently now moving northeast, probably heading down slope now. Over. Oh, can't hear you. Sorry. Go. Havoc 4, this is 3-7. I should say Havoc 3.
3-7, Havoc 4 in traffic.
Havoc 4, this is 3-7 requesting a fire mission break. Request a fire mission at blue first marker 0840, grid reference 114090.
Good copy, 37. We'll put rounds out now. ETA will be about 30 TR.
Roger, Havoc 4, 3-7 out. 3-2 is 3-7.
Setting for 3-2.
3-2 is 3-7. Sending rounds out to that squad. Stand by. Hold your movement from that location over.
3-2 copies. We're gonna hold here until those rounds land.
Copy.
This is Havoc 4. Be advised. Splash, splash, splash.
Splash. Probably gonna be nowhere near it. Yep. Yep, nowhere near it. Let's see, they're gonna be at 662.
This is 3-2.
3-2 to 3-7, stand by. Havoc 4, this is 3-7.
3-7, Havoc 4 in traffic.
Repeat rounds, adjust at blue first marker 0843, grid reference 116089, over.
Solid copy, 3-7. Putting those rounds out now. ETA will be 25 CR.
3-7 copies, out. 3-2 is 3-7.
Sending for 3-2.
3237, send your traffic over.
37, this is 32, be advised, we're breaching the compound time now.
Roger, 32, be
Havoc
advised.
4, be advised, start off flash.
Rounds are going out towards the enemy squad. We had to readjust the movement of it. Ah, get some of them. Damn it.
This is 32, be advised there are mounted machine guns on the front of this compound, we're taking them out time
Havoc
now.
4, this is 37.
37, Havoc 4, stand by, over.
37 copies. Copy. They're turning around.
37, Havoc 4, traffic, over.
Havoc 4 is 37. BDA was 30 out of 100. Requesting repeat at Blueprint Market 0845. Grid reference 115089 over.
Havoc 4 copies, round going out.
Why aren't they moving? Oh, darn it. It's not gonna hit him then, is it? No, it's not.
Havoc 4, be advised, flash.
Damn it. Let him know that I even hit him. Havoc 4 is 37, BD8 100 over 100. I don't see anymore, so I'm assuming they hit him.
37, this is 32.
3237, send it.
37, this is 32, be advised, we just took out that BTR, we're also taking out all the emplacements at the front of the compound time now.
Roger, 32.
Correction, BTR is still active.
Roger, 32. If it's stationary, let me know. Put Blueprint marker on it, I could get some rounds out to it. Oh, it's not stationary. Well, it's definitely not.
32 copies.
It looks like it's smoking off. Keep hitting it with HEDP. Yep, moving all by myself in the middle of the woods. I know that's bad. I know. Uh, 3237.
Send it for 32.
3237, what's your status? Over.
327, this is 32, be advised, we're clearing out the bunkers in front of the compound and we're also holding position in front of the compound.
Roger, 32. I'm moving to your position now. Over.
37, be advised, we have audible on enemy mortars firing time now.
Copy. Try to see if you can locate it and then move to that position and clear it out. My PT for today. Can't say I didn't work for this. wasn't in the spot here. I'm hoping the mortars got it. It's so hard because guys kept moving. And the time it takes for the rounds to make it to the position. Seven is 3-2. Jesus Christ.
7 for 32.
3-2 is 3-7. I'm almost to your position, to your direct break east. Make sure you guys are covering for me as I make way to you. Over. 3-2 is 3-7. Is that an active armor piece? Over.
37, this is 32. Be advised, we don't have a visual on it yet. We only have audible for now, but we're moving to engage.
Roger, let me know. Good to see it.
Eyes on enemy BTR when engaging.
The armored piece is stationary. I'm assuming it's a BTR. Let me know. I can get Havoc 4 on it. Friendly coming in.
Yeah, working on it.
I would have crossed our lines easily.
I need that fucking AT stick over here.
Yeah, I saw it.
Guy down.
Be advised, that's a negative on that Havoc 4 mission is moving into the compound. We're going to engage with more IT.
Copy. So you gotta manage the spot down.
Private counter, let the mic know that Bravo is down.
I lost track of, he's on my pause. He's on my pause. He's down again.
Just give me boost marker on that BTR. I'll try to get a Havoc 4 to inch around.
Negative, we took a shot on it.
Copy.
BTR, BTR, 235.
Havoc 3-2, this is 3-7. Eat your mic on my position. You got a man in your squad that's down.
Yeah, I see it.
Roll this down my pause.
Mike, Bravo's down on our position.
32 copies, Mike's on his way.
Ow.
Mike is down.
What's shooting over there?
Anyone on this frequency, be advised, Mike is down.
Unknown descent.
Mike's back
I
up.
can't hear you on my hearing.
Is he downhill from you?
Moving time down.
3-2 is 3-7.
10-32.
You got enemies to your direct west, northwest. I need your center squad or somebody over there to clear it out.
I think we're on it.
And get whoever else is up alive to get 360 security set up on this position.
32 copies, we're going to move a fire team to the northwest and a fire team southwest.
Copy. Get this position secured. Once all the wounded are up, we're moving to extract point. Over.
The bunker that BTR took next to you and hold position.
Lady or not? Lanier Chelsea's good.
Connor Green behind you. Looking northwest tunnel.
Mike? Two of us need some morphine. We can't really see too well.
37, this is 32.
3-2 is 3-7 in it.
37, this is 32. This compound is clear. We are waiting on movement orders towards 6 extract, over.
Copy. The whole compound's clear. You just clear out the outskirts to the break. Southwest.
Say again for 32.
Copy. If the area is cleared, you just clear out the outskirts to the southwest.
231, about 500 meters out.
What'd you see?
About a squad, do you see it?
I wonder how far is that.
Guesstimating here, 500.
I
You
think
guys-
about
you infantry
250.
guys are better at guesstimating
Nope,
that than I am.
not 250. About 400 meters.
Yeah, 400 meters. I'm usually about 100 meters off. I'm trying to work on that. I gotta run.
I don't know where that one right here. Oh, I see it.
West.
Oh, shoot!
Hey, from 276 in here, I need your fire team looking west, southwest. Alright, there we go, already engaging. Nice.
Sergeant Challenge, do some HE up there, clearing the
Oh yeah, kill them all. I'm on our rocket over there.
Bravo, I need northwest,
Range
northwest, don't go over here. I don't need you over here. Alpha's already here. Bravo, you've got more guys southwest, 220, 220.
Havoc 4 is 37.
37, this is force in traffic.
Oh, shit.
Havoc 4 is 37, stand by. Get this blue first marker on this position. What is that? 418? 418.
Cool.
You got any spare air masters? Hang on to those. They're
What?
ineffective at this range.
Havoc 4 is 37,
Hey,
requesting a
Zombie,
fire
already
mission
on
at
this
blue
next
first
one, you already
marker
told me.
0855. Create reference 108084. Requesting rounds to come in from the blue first marker 2 and the ingress into northeast.
We don't want to get fire.
3-2, this blue 7, what you engaging at? Copy, I need you to put blue first markers on that position. Havoc 4 is 37. Loading. I need you to put blue first markers on those positions that you're engaging. Havoc 4 is say again, Havoc 4?
Just responding to U37, I'm preparing that fire mission on 0855. I'm going to round on target, 37 seconds over.
Copy. Good copy.
I'm up.
Roger, putting him out now from that mark, bringing them northwest.
Roger. Okay, not hear what he's saying. There's a guy right there.
Yeah, I just ran out of ammo.
Hey, we are
Forget, guys. As that thins out.
Alright, let's go. If it's all
up your guys' whole pals thing.
Havoc 4, be advised, splash, splash.
On, but it's just
Copy.
closed up.
Splash, splash, splash. Copy, Havoc 4.
Still touching west.
Have a
One
4 rounds
fucking
coming out on
HE
those
round will take us all
positions.
out.
Exactly.
And,
Should we have people watching our ass?
that is a good idea.
Oh,
Bravo,
that's
I
not
also
what I
need
said to
have a
do.
buddy team watching out
Whatever,
for
that's good enough.
every now and then.
Alright. 3-2, this is 3-7.
Alpha stealth.
Standing for 32.
Let's make our movement to extract point bearing 286, about 480 meters.
All elements on 132, be advised, we're moving towards extract time now, bearing 285, 500 meters. Let's go. Bravo, take point.
Do we know where they are?
Should be this building right here.
Medic's already on your post.
Yeah, we get a
Bearing
bearing rough, we can
285,
have a
Bravo.
look for 'em.
285.
Hey, Doc, thanks.
Left arm.
I'm seeing their impacts. I have no idea where they're
Havoc
at.
4 is 3-7, BDA is 100 over 100.
If I could get some morphine, Doc.
Don't you carry the extra earplugs?
Thank you.
We're ready when you
That's
are,
good,
Bravo.
thanks.
I could use
Right,
morphine.
let's move, let's move.
So needy.
Oh, there's still a guy out there.
Left corner.
Don't you run. Nope.
Contact.
There we go.
That's 230 or so. I think it's down.
What's the status of your movement, 3-2?
3-2, 3-2 is moving time now. It's just a last contact, so we'll just keep an eye out, and then we'll move afterwards.
Good copy.
Okay, Alpha, let's get behind Bravo.
Be advised 3-2. There
Where's
were
Bravo?
contacts on the break.
They're,
Southern
out
side of those
northwest.
rocks to your left.
3-2 copies.
Don't think we need any more.
Copy that.
No more mortars needed.
Alpha's still interrogative. What permission you want?
Let's go wedge. Strong right.
3-2 is 3-7.
So I'll copy wedge strong side right.
Send it for 3-2.
3-2, 3-7. Make sure that your gentlemen are watching their rear and all of their flanks.
3-2 copies.
This area was not mortared by Havoc 4, so we gotta be careful over here.
3-2 copies.
Roger, and extract point's about 200 meters straight up ahead, 304. 3-7 out.
This is 3-2, be advised, we're engaging a gun truck time now to the west on the MSR.
Copy. Get a grenadiers on it.
Cover.
Blue force
That's
marker
probably too short.
01.
It wasn't short, it's too high.
Shit, that's another truck incoming on the main road.
This is 3-2, be advised, we've got another transport truck and another technical on the same road.
Copy.
Another transport.
Reloading.
Hey, cool. That's right. That's right. Alright, good work, guys. Alright, Alpha, take it.
Really? Oh, okay, there we go. But I say, I know my shots aren't short. And I'm talking out loud. 3-2 is 3-7.
Send it for 3-2.
They see your squad still moving.
Copy.
That means that you need to get your squad bounding by buddy teams. I mean, by teams to get towards that position. You shouldn't be staying out here in the open like this.
Hypo, we're on it.
Send him to Bravo.
You got 2 times gun trucks to your 310. 3-2.
What's wrong with you guys? Stay home.
Bravo, move north and you to get eyes on.
And be advised, we got Euro down the road as well. I'll take him out of miseries. I'll get Havoc 4 on that one.
3-2 copies will be engaged by an enemy GNG.
Copy. Pop smoke and keep moving. Staying here, let the GMG more accurate.
Throw smoke. God I gotta manage myself first. I know.
North and side, north and side.
Havoc 4, this is 3-7 over.
Where I'm red.
3-7, this is 4th and traffic.
Lanier's injured.
Havoc 4, this is 3-7, requesting a firing mission at Blue Force Marker 0902. If you could get it inching in from the north of that Blue Force Marker down to the south of Blue Force Marker along the road over.
God.
Heavy 4 copies.
God.
Good copy. It's a set of Euros that are stuck on the road, taking them out of their misery over.
I'll let you know if I can.
Roger.
Is this guy down? Yes, he is. Havoc 3-2 is 3-7. Ah, poor Stewart.
3-7, this is 3-2, send
Always
it.
a victim. Oh, he's back
Oh,
up.
okay, you're up. I don't need you to do work on you.
Havoc 3-2 is 3-7. You got some casualties down. Try to get them collected and let Mike know.
3-2 copies, we're on it.
Be advised, there is Havoc force engaged in a set of Euros that are stuck on the road. Break. I'll inform you of a splash. Over.
I think we
Havoc 4, be advised, splash.
Splash, splash, splash.
Havoc 4 rounds. Disregard.
That's not very good.
possible
Havoc 4, this is 3-7.
37, this is 4. Yeah, I know.
Copy. Oh, no, don't worry about it now. The Euros are moving now. Over.
Yeah, good copy.
This is 3-2.
Send it for 3-7.
37, this is 3-2. Be advised, we're already being engaged from behind the extract point to our west. Time now.
Good copy. 3-2. Be advised. Reference blue force marker 0904. You got a squad over there.
3-2 copies.
I run an HEDP round? Let's do it.
God damn.
Dang, that smoke travels. Havoc 4 is 3-7.
37, this is Foster Drive.
Requesting a fire mission at Blue Force marker 0904, grid reference break 106089, over.
Say again, Blue Force marker 0904.
Affirm 0904.
Roger, stand by.
We need to get eyes out to the north and western side and engage these contacts ASAP.
Alright, stand by. We got a danger close fire mission to our direct west across the street.
3-2 copies.
It's about 150 meters on us.
Mission directly
Get your
to
men, stay
This is
still.
Havoc 4, be advised, time on target is 15 seconds.
15 seconds until the fire mission.
15 seconds, stay within this.
Splash.
Splash.
I got it.
Oh, look.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
It's not fair, dude. I had to
You're on
reload.
smoke.
Right, those 5 missions. You guys will move down.
Havoc 4 is 3-7.
37, this is 4, stand by.
You guys are ready.
Yellow, no eyes on enemies.
That's all I got for Ichi. But next in a repeat, but nope.
Put the smoke out so that we can cover somebody who's down.
Okay, so
Left arm.
that should be friendly.
3-2 is 3-7.
Send it for 3-2.
3-2 is 3-7. What's your status? Over.
We are still taking up our last casualties. We'll be moving out as soon as they're up.
Copy.
Axel says that that's
132, I need you guys moving.
Where's
Get
your grenadier?
casualties Up and then move.
He's currently receiving medical,
Bravo, are
Sergeant.
you green?
Copy. I need a grenadier.
Mike, whenever you do get a chance, once tell us.
Yeah, I know.
Private linear.
I cannot see.
Private linear. Private linear.
What the
stick
fuck is
around
wrong
here
with
for a
your
second.
legs? Goddamn.
I'm gonna need more when you get a chance.
Private linear. I need a grenadier. Someone come here. Just put some couple rounds in those Euros.
Say again?
Put a couple rounds in those Euros. Try to hit the center of them.
We're up.
40 mics?
Yep.
I'm
Alpha
black
beat
on
Viking,
those.
Still Viking.
Nope. Same thing.
Alpha, south.
That's what we said.
Catching up?
37, this is 3-2. Be advised, we're engaging contacts south, roughly 150 meters out.
Copy. Tracking. Assuming Blue Force marker 0858.
April.
Bravo, continue moving. head down to extract and hold that position. Right, Alpha, wait.
3-2, this is 3-7.
Send it for 3-2.
3237, try to move to those set of buildings to our direct north and make that our holding point for extraction.
3-2 copies, we're on it.
Hold up. Nope. Linear. Don't move for a second.
Oh God! Got a whole squad west, across the road about 200 meters.
3-2 copies, we're engaging.
Contact, they got
Havoc 4, this is 3-7 over.
3-7, send across the traffic.
Havoc 4 is 3-7, requesting a fire mission at Blueprint marker 0909. Blueprint grid reference 105089 over.
Linear's in the compound.
Stretch that Havoc 4 requesting fire mission at new grid Blueprint marker break.
engage those guys.
0910 within that tree line. If you could put a bunch of rounds all in that tree line, that'd be very grateful over.
Big 4 copies, send it.
Determine to fall back into this position and defend it. I'm going to Havoc 4 to put some rounds in that tree line.
I'm in a lot of pain. I'm probably gonna need a medic.
A lot of contacts during 2-5.
Mike, we're gonna need you in the compound.
3-7, this is 4-3-1.
Send it for 3-7 over.
3-7, Havoc 4, be advised, Havoc 4 is black on HE. I put one round on your mark, but Havoc 4 is now off station area.
3-7, this is
Good copy.
3-2.
Send it for 3-2.
3-7, I'm right next to you. I hear gunfire northeast.
Yep, up here.
Alpha, get inside the compound and move and look east. Get inside the compound and then move, look east. Get inside, get inside.
Where those rounds hit?
Bravo.
At least hopefully his last rounds hit the right spot, and it did.
Alpha,
Good.
east and north.
Alright, 3-2-3-7, hold this position until the whole area is clear, so at least call in for an extract.
3-7, 3-2 copies.
And then we hide in here.
I'm almost walked in front of you.
Let's make sure that we've marked everything on the blue first marker so we can see where our enemies are at.
More of them northeast.
3-2 copies.
3-7, this is Aries on 3-1.
Sergeant, tell you got a drenching tool.
Send it for 3-7.
Right around, you're right in our line of fire. There's guys right.
3-7, this is Aries, be advised, extract kilo is inbound, time now, make sure you get that LZ secure.
Let's go back from there.
3-7 copies,
Oh,
over.
Aries out.
I'm covering him. He's building a trench. Right behind that wall.
Reloading. Getting low on ammo.
Aries is 3-7.
Bravo, what's your status?
Mike, I need bandages if you have them.
3-7, this is Aries in traffic.
Aries is 3-7, be advised. Original LZ marker extract is currently under heavy fire. Shift the birds to
Bravo,
blue first
build
marker
some
0912 as the LZ point, over.
Runs good. Watching northeast.
Aries copies, okay.
Build a
One
trench
sec,
in the opening right here. I'm there
3-7, this is
Build
3-2.
a trench right here.
3-2 is 3-7.
Right here.
Send it for
Get
3-2.
an entrenching tool. Connor?
3-2 is 3-7. LZ has been changed from extract to 0912, reference to your micro dagger Android break. Make sure this whole position is secured for the bird to land here. Once the bird is seared, you need to immediately get your squad in that bird so we can get out of here, over.
I'm on
3-2 copies.
We have green smoke left.
All elements be advised, the extract point has changed to our west-northwest, 0912, right next to us. Bravo, get eyes out to the northwest.
Just when I thought that was supposed to be good, there's no contacts to our
There's trucks over there.
west, so that's good enough. Glad I put that there.
Connor, check.
Oh, you fucking see it.
Eyes on bearing 137.
Copy that.
Fucking hell.
Bird,
The
look
fence.
south.
It was a good looking
3-2 is 3-7.
Daniel, 3-2.
3237 H report.
Get me an ace
Because
report,
after all,
boys.
we can just jump over it.
That's true.
You don't need a specific number of magazines, just give me blue, yellow, I mean red, yellow, or whatever.
I'm
Quick
repacking for a second.
Yeah, got you covered.
How you doing for the mag mics?
How's
Black.
everybody going on ammo?
Let me know when you're done. I got a repack as well.
I'm set.
Okay, repack.
Lanyard.
Linear's
Why is
red,
this
green,
go?
red.
Oh, so that's why, huh?
Color green around.
Good copy.
Adaran has.
Vehicle coming
I
in,
hear
vehicle coming
vehicle.
in. Gun
Vehicle
truck, gun
coming in
truck.
west.
Right,
Direct
vehicle
west.
coming in west.
Engage gun truck west. Going along
Coming
the
right
road.
for us, two of them. They're coming right at us.
3-7, this is 3-2. Be advised, we've got the gun trucks incoming from the northwest.
Correction, 3.
Roger, yeah, put it on.
Correction, 3. Fuck.
Correction, 4. Actual is down.
Copy. Sergeant Tell, be advised, I'm currently buttoned up with medics here.
Any station on this frequency, this is Bravo 3 IC. We have 2 men down. I believe Actual is down in our position as well.
I got It's like the birdie's here.
Mike's on the move.
What's the status on these gun trucks? Are they all down?
Negative, don't believe so.
This is 3-7, be advised, wave off, LG's hot.
Roger, wave up.
Break, danger close, right here. Direct west. Right in the fucking field. Frag out.
Start working
Let's get this LZ re-secured so we get that bird down in the ground.
Tell you want to sweep that with me?
Working on my TL.
Oh shit.
Okay, I'm on it now. Working on it.
3-2 copies.
Yep, let's
Okay,
get
I
this
got
area
it.
cleared. I need that bird to touch ground soon enough before I get shot down. This is 3-7, LZ's clear, go ahead for the landing.
Right, that goes landing.
I got this.
Wait.
I'm bringing him up.
Welcome back.
You know, welcome back. Boats landing, get ready to board.
Look at that.
Get ready to deploy smoke, get ready.
Bravo, take your point.
Land on green smoke. Excuse me.
We'll be boarding. We'll go in after Bravo.
Copy that.
Like, deploy smoke.
Smoke is already out 3-2, don't worry.
Hateful.
Alright, I don't need nothing pretty, let's get in this bird.
Bravo, go on. Right, go. Down.
Linear is in.
Connor in.
Alpha Bravo, sound up.
Bravo's in.
All spots is 3-7 when you're all in.
Alpha's in.
Mike's in.
Anytime though.
3-7, be advised, 3-2 is all in.
We're good?
All limits is 3-7, we're all in.
Oh. God damn.
Master.
You know, the Android so you can see him.
Actual.
Private Master.
Command.
missing one man. Unknown where it is right now. Can't see him on the dagger or our Android.
Did he go KIA?
Did he go KIA? Mike, see him go KIA?
I didn't see anyone with KIA.
Mike is reporting no KIAs.
Stand by.
Bravo A1's here, correct?
Lanier's in.
Birds in. Connor's in.
We're all here.
Alpha Bravo remembers the condition for once you leave the booth.
One drop. Very well.
Lanier copies.
Alpha, how copy?
Alpha copies.
Bravo copies.
Alright, good fucking work. Looks like your last Alpha member's here after all.
Condition 4 will leave the party.
Here we go.
Alright, pop out.
Don't go behind the green light.
Marshall 17023 Angels Data.
So what happened to him?
Time 3 to approach button 15.
I don't know. Not my fault.
Okay.
23 Angels 8 button 15.
I had no idea where he was. I heard everyone going, "Where is he?" As I'm trying to convince the AI to
Full circle.
Baron, bombs in 2, bombs in 2.
Yeah, my game crashed.
Like a what?
Well, crashed. I had to restart.
I'm really sorry you had to witness that attempt at the landing.
Can't expect a motorman to fly.
Do it. Anyway, I'm so sorry. 3-2's all here.
Okay. Alright. What's first off? First off, Lee, get up here. Should be kneeling down when you're acting actual. Alright, what I want to point out. This is just for you, straight up, Lee. And this is for anybody who steps off a squad leader. Make sure whenever you're referring to Platoon HQ on a Platoon net, make sure you just refer to them as Havoc 3 net 3736, but sometimes 37 might be busy. And then you can be waiting for your reply. Yep. But
because I knew there was only 37 on station.
yeah.
So.
But it's just for in operations like that. When you have to step up, if I remember, just call them straight towards Havoc 3. This way, if one of them is already tied up talking to task force commander on the task force network company net, this way the other one can respond. But usually 3-7 always responds, but 3-6 is usually the one who's talking to the task force commander.
Hey, Phil.
Make sure we just mark more stuff on our micro dagger. If you noticed that I've been just sticking with Havoc 4 this whole time, trying to mortar a squad that was trolling. That I told you guys not to worry about, so I was gonna get Havoc 4 on that. But if you notice, blueprint markers are very crucial because Havoc 4 was able to take out most of the squads that were engaging.
Hey, Phil.
And that's for everybody else. Bring those contact reports. Because if he doesn't hear the contact report, he doesn't really think about putting it in the macro dagger or in the Android. Let's see here. Team leaders, I guess you guys did a good job. I can't really tell here. That's all up to Corporal Lee's part when he gives out his little AAR. But I'm just giving out the stuff I've seen and all thing I've seen just based off what Lee did. Movement was great. Let me tell you guys this right here. It's almost like I was actually squad leading. The only thing that all I did was just give Lee the orders what to do, and then Lee gave his squad the what they should do. I didn't even control Lee on him continuing his movement towards compound. He felt what was best for him to push towards, how to clear out the contact on his movement towards compound. Squad leading the same thing as team leading the same thing as lead and buddy team or whatever. It shouldn't be that hard for you to take initiative. So just take it as if you were a squad leader. And now how you move by initiative, you just move based off the orders. Platoon HQ gives you vague information on where to go. That's the same thing what you do as a team leader. You just tell your squad leader, hey, I'm going over here, that's fine with you, and I'm moving over there, and then communicate with the other squad mates, or communicate with your other teammate, other team leader on your movement. But all in all, though, I'll leave it to you, Corporal Lee, to do your AAR since I wasn't there to see how the rest is good.
Hey, Phil. I'll also post up my helmet cam.
Copy.
Instantaneous 5 request flood watching.
You have nothing for the squad?
Oh, it's my turn? Oh,
yeah.
Sorry. Right. I think that at first we kind of snacked up a little on our movement. I'll chalk it up to inexperience because, well, PV2s. Can't really expect to go straight from PV2 to team leading and expect you guys to be as good as, well, an experienced fire team leader. But I think you guys did really great. What I really appreciate was how communicative you guys were, not just between you guys and me, but also in your fire teams. Really appreciated how the more experienced members of the fire teams would help out the fire team leader when they were trying to do their job. And I'm sure the fire team leaders also appreciated that as well. It took us a while to take down the first BTR. I think it was because of the Bravo rifleman was down, or the Alpha rifleman was down, I should say. It was quite difficult for us to get our casualties back up, and I think we kind of bunched up a little bit too much of a tactical blob going on when we were trying to move from that compound to the extract point. But we did the best we could. I should have put down a lot more blue force markers, and I should have radioed up the contact reports a lot earlier. I was too caught up just trying to engage them by myself. That's not what I should be doing. As a squad leader, I should be doing more communication and more strategy. Basically, I should not be doing what a rifleman should be doing, because that's not my billet. Otherwise, that's it for me. I think Private Ford, you had a.
He's not on here.
Oh.
Yeah, he's not on here.
Mistake.
Yeah, one thing I forgot to point out. One thing I forgot to point out is those technicals you guys called out aren't actually technicals. Those are gun trucks. Technicals are, they give it as a civilian pickup truck. You know how if you take off a let's say like your M4, your M249. If we would just glue that to the top of a civilian truck, that's technical because the gun cannot move. A gun truck is a vehicle to where the gun is basically actually correctly modified for that vehicle with a circular ring on it that allows the gun or the turret to be able to be moved
right behind you.
all the way around. Say again?
The gun.
It's in behind
I mean,
you.
the tactical.
Behind us.
It's right behind us.
Yep, my game is crash frozen or whatever, dude. That's technical right there. It wasn't actually literally modified for the vehicle. It doesn't have a ring on it. It's not a technical. And but gun trucks, just such as one we just saw earlier, and they can also be gases or UAZs with that are completely covered. You know, the only thing you have is that gunner turret in the top with the ring on it, with the gun on top of it. That's a gun truck as well. So you can just use that as an example. All right. Leave you to your rest of your AR. You could allow Mike to speak, and then the team leads whoever else. Thanks a lot, Harmon. Made my game crash.
You're welcome.
Okay,
Mike, I think it's your turn. Oh, never mind.
You're supposed to lead the AR. Go ahead and do that.
Hey, Phil. Alright, Mike, you got anything?
Thank you. I just have two. Well, two questions to start with. One, when we got up to the compound, did anyone hear me call out the second BTR that was coming up the road behind us?
I think I did.
Okay, because I didn't hear it get called out after that.
Oh, it did? Oh, I was using proximity because Alpha Rifleman was right next to me, so.
Okay. And second question is, what exactly happened to you, Masters?
I think his game crashed.
Yeah, I think he said he crashed out.
Oh, okay.
Yep, he said he had to restart his PC. He had ugly graphics, low FPS, and kept lagging every single time nonstop.
I feel for you.
I had a bunch of lag too, but
because if he went KIA, then I was gonna have or add more to my only comment, which is I know this is the first time you guys have really team led in a major scenario like this, but I still need to hear when people go down, especially from the 2 ICs when your team lead goes down, because I spent most of the time coming across the guys I worked on completely by accident, or I was already working on them before I heard it called up. But that's all.
Alright, April. Aries, you got anything?
Thank you, Corporal. I have a couple of things. I'll just run over them quickly. First thing, everyone have a good time?
What?
Excellent. You guys killed so much shit. Before you even got in the AO, there was 3 companies of infantry down, and then I had to spawn reinforcements. The reason we're Index after only an hour and a half is because I couldn't fucking stop you guys. So, good fucking job. All that said, here's the things I didn't like. The main thing I wanted to just touch on quickly is the procedure to get a tech insert. In case anyone here is unfamiliar with the process, I thought here's a good chance to cover it. If you are KIA, you do not get a tech insert. If you are KIA, you have to set your radio to 5-1, call for reinsert, blah blah blah. If you are having technical issues and need a technical insert for any reason, the thing you do not do is poke Aries on TeamSpeak. You wouldn't poke Captain Drumheller or First Sergeant Brewer if they were Zeusing on TeamSpeak for an insert. Don't do it to me, because I don't look at TeamSpeak. I'm busy. You get an Android, you message Aries, or you message your, you should technically set it up your COC. So message your squad lead will message platoon will message Aries, blah blah blah. TeamSpeak is not the answer. Again, we are a realism unit. At this point, everyone here is in the unit or has been for some time. I shouldn't need to be recapping realism basics, and the fact I even have to talk about TeamSpeak at debrief is an example that you're doing it wrong. The only other thing I wanted to touch on, and this is going to be mostly a issue from a squad lead or acting squad lead perspective, when you're popping down Blue Force markers, make sure they are accurate. The biggest issue that I come across in my primary billet as a Havoc Force section lead is when we're firing on a Blue Force marker that is just not on top of enemy infantry. It's a waste of HE, we only have so many of them, and it's a waste of time. So I'd rather you spend 12 seconds to put down an accurate Blue Force marker. If you want to know a really quick way to check your Blue Force marker, if you all open up your microdagger or your Android, and then place a waypoint marker. You do this by holding shift and left clicking on the map. once you have placed that waypoint marker, you can press, I forget what the default keybind is. My keybind is double J. It might just be a single J by default. Chief, you might be able to speak to that.
Unless I've mapped it custom, I believe the default is just J.
Thank you, Chief. Yes, so just tap J and that will render a little dot in the world that shows you exactly where that waypoint marker is. So if you're not 100% sure exactly where something is, drop a waypoint on it, render the waypoint, and then you can fine-tune that blue force marker to get it right. Now, is it worth spending 4 days on that process? No, it's not. But if you can get it pretty close, it's going to help. There was more than once today, and you'll see it on my helmet cam, where we were firing on blue force markers, and then I would pop back into Zeus, and they were a good 100 or so meters off. 60mm HE is good, but it's only so good. Sergeant Smith, go ahead.
Yeah, that squad was moving, so as soon as the rounds would go out, it just hit the spot where the squads were at anymore. So the last couple rounds I had you hit, I put the markers down early, and those were effective. It hit the squad immediately because I sent them. I just predicted where they're going to go, and that's why those rounds were effective.
No, that's all good, and it's not just an issue of today. That is something we come across more than once. Just because it was a problem that came up today, I just wanted to raise it, for educational sake. Given we are sort of running a 3IC day, some of these guys may not have put down blue force markers or that sort of thing before. So there's a little fun fact. But also, both of my fucking grenadiers today stand up. Who are they?
Okay.
Oh yeah, Lanya, stand up, baby. And Sergeant Tell, I think.
Okay,
and of course it was fucking Tell. Okay, Tell, I hate you. Lenia, I hate you. You guys were on today. Good shit. You're also both banned from bringing 40 mics to a training Azus again. Okay, good talk. That was all I had. I hope you guys had a good one. That was it. Thank you, Sergeant Smith and Corporal Lee.
Thank you, Sergeant. Guess I'm gonna have to move your bullet again, Lanya. Alpha, you got anything?
Oh. Private Rhodes.
No, I don't, sir.
Alright. Bravo. Private Garcia.
Nothing, Sergeant, or Corporal Lee.
Alright. And Private Lanya, you got a comment?
Yeah, just a couple of things that I noticed while we were out there. So it's already been mentioned, but I'd just like to drive it home since it's something I'm also trying to work on myself, since I'm the 2IC usually, is if your team lead does go down, make sure you can very quickly figure that out and step up, since during our first phase of Operation Thunderstorm, I believe you actually went down, Corporal Lee, and then took a little while for me to notice that, and after that, I'm kind of conscious of it since I want to be able to pass that on to Mike as quick as I can. At one point, I know that or at least I'm fairly certain our 2IC was up, and our team lead was down, and then I ended up calling it up instead, since I'm not positive if the 2IC was able to call it up, so.
April, appreciate it, and that's something all of us should keep in mind as well. Chief, you got something?
I do, thank you, Corporal. This is following up regarding earlier comments about reinsert. Things that you are authorized and probably should do in order. It was covered, but there was one little thing that was missed. Keep in mind, during official operations and FTXs, we are monitoring on 5-1, and by we I mean all of Rotary, and I believe even the 74th is also monitoring 5-1.
That's my firm, Chief.
There you go. So if you call up on 5-1 on your short range, there's still a chance you will not be heard. If you're sitting at the base and you have access to an arsenal, you are authorized to temporarily grab a long-range backpack radio. It shouldn't affect your loadout, unless you're overburdening yourself. Call up on 5-1 again. If that still fails to get some sort of response, then grab an Android, and then do the messaging Ares part. Right on? And whatever happens from there, happens. Any other... Sorry, Sergeant Smith, did you have a follow-up on that? Take it as a no. Corporal Lee, thank you.
Thank you, Chief. Alright, I believe Private Connor, you got something?
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Private Lanier, for mentioning that with the 2IC. I was 2IC, and I had problems with my comms, basically. There's always the question, as a 2IC, do I program the alternative channel ahead, or do I do that in the moment I'm in charge, basically?
I'll answer that question for you. So it depends on what the fire team leaders wants, basically. When I'm fire team leading, I usually tell Lanya to just keep it on alternative anyway, so that because my preference is that I like to keep the buddy team split and basically do different things at the same time. So if Lanya is also monitoring squad net and he's in a different place from me because he's leading his buddy team, he can also listen in on and know exactly what's happening without me having to relay it back to him. But it depends on what your fire team leader wants.
Yeah, because I definitely had problems being under fire and trying to program the alternative channel, since in my squad the policy is don't listen in on an alternative channel and don't program it in.
Right. Oh, Sergeant Hartman, you got something?
I think probably. Just quickly on the channels thing. Remember, if you haven't... Sorry, I just did it, but it doesn't stick. Is that better?
Yep.
Yeah, thank you. Remember, you can program a channel and just not set it to alternative. Your short-range radio at any stage can have, I think it's 8 or 9 frequencies programmed into it. So then all you have to do is open your radio, hit channel plus, and then set it as alternate, and then you're good to go. So if you happen to type in frequencies and all the rest of it, you know, even if you're not listening to it, it can still be set there, so you can activate it later on. The comment I actually had was just with regards to reinsert. I just had a quick correction. Sorry, Chief. You said message areas. If you're reinserting from KIA, send it up, not through areas. Message someone in DECO, I believe, is the correct protocol, and they can get you inserted that way. Aries is only to be contacted for technical issues.
That would be even better, Sergeant. That's actually, yeah, that's ideal.
Yeah, because
so I stand corrected.
Even if the pilot you message is not responsible for flying the reinsert bird, their radio is a lot better than anything we got on the ground. But usually our reinsert guys are right on station, ready to go. So it's not usually going to be a problem. I just wanted to put that straight for any of the new guys.
Hey, Fob, thank you.
And again, I said this to Chief on the way in here, but I apologize for the blinding of that Black Hawk. The AI refused to do it, and I had to do it myself.
So good.
And
Can't
clearly,
expect to have
I'm not a pilot.
fly.
Well, exactly.
All right.
Any landing we can walk away from is a good one, Sergeant.
Hey, Fob.
Sure.
Before we move on to any more comments, thank you very much, fill-ins. I know we've kept you here quite a while for the after-action report, so if you want to move to disconnect, feel free to do so. And I believe Private Lanya, you're next.
Yes, thank you, Corporal. Sergeant Hartman already covered some of what I was going to say, but my only other gripe regarding comms is if you're the team lead and you get volunteered, if you're not normally, make sure you can pass on to Mike if guys in your fire team are injured or if they just can't see because they're in too much pain. That way they don't have to go hunting down the mic themselves. That makes things a bit more difficult. That was all.
So it's basically just keep the communications up and relay basically everything you hear from up top or from down below. And Sergeant Tell, I think you're next.
Thanks, Corporal Lee. One thing I was going to point out was for Private Connor, if by all means your team lead says that you're not, if you're the 2IC, that was just that. But if you're the 2IC and your team lead says you can't do this, then obviously follow his orders. But if he doesn't forbid it from doing so, I strongly recommend that you do have the squad net on alternate. And that's for a couple reasons. One of them being is that if he goes down, you've been listening to the squad net the entire time, and therefore there's no catch-up needed. You already know what the plan is. You already know what's going on because you're listening to the squad net. So you know what squad leaders put out, you know what the other team's doing, and therefore you can just pick up and keep the team moving and doing what it needs to be do with virtually no breaks. So again, if your team lead forbids it, then obviously follow his orders. But if he doesn't forbid it, then strongly recommend you always try to keep that just as an alternate, again, if you're the 2IC. The other thing I wanted to throw out there was for private roads. Private roads, that I'm understanding, obviously you're new at this. This is your first time. For being brand new, you did well. That get an idea of what it's like, how it can be pretty overwhelming to do team leading, especially when you first start out. I remember how it was for me, and I was like, holy fuck. So that said, good job on that. There are things obviously to work on, but you're brand new, man. So being brand new, you didn't freak out or flip out or lose your shit. So good shit, good job.
Hey, promo that. Maybe I didn't stress it enough, but you guys did an exceptional job. Like Sergeant Hartman said, we basically took out, I'm sorry, how many?
Basically the entire population of the 506 plus reinforcements.
250 plus guys, eh? Sounds good.
Nice.
Alright, anybody else got anything? Going once? Going twice? Alright, thank you very much to Freelance once again. You're free to disconnect. Good job,
thanks for filling.
Corporally, just so you're aware, Private Masters had to leave.
April, yeah, I have him down.
Okay.
Thank you.
Is there any harm if I head over to an arsenal and just work on some loadouts before disconnecting?
Yes.
Don't think it's a problem. Alright.
Sorry. Yes, there's a harm. So mean.
I'll give you a TP over, make life a bit easier.
Yes, please.
Alright, training report, Lee. Let's see here. If you guys want to go through WLC, yes, no? Rose,
I'm not sure I've already done it.
Garcia.
I think you guys should, but if you have the time.
Sure thing. Time, Sergeant.
Okay, y'all want to go through WLC?
WLC, I've already done it.
Alright, we are still go ahead and teach that.
Alrighty, I don't have the document. Can you send me a link to
US
it?
squad lead, you just see if they want to do it and you just designated somebody. I know, it's that power, right? I know.
Lee, if you wanted to do any of your other courses, let me know, because I have a little bit of time.
I've still got SLC 1 and 3. I've done the SLC 2 when it was a PV2 for some reason, so I've got those 2 left.
I still have to do those at some point. Yeah, I'll get around to it later.
Yeah, but yeah, if you want them done, Lee, let me know.
April. You'll be in Havoc 4-3, I believe?
Yeah, I'm gonna go up to 4-2 for a bit, but I just mean like in general.
April. Appreciate it.
I know, just our time zones are a little more similar than everybody else.
I know, right?
Alright guys, y'all have a good one. I'll
What was that?
be around.
You too, Soldier.
Yeah.
What is this we're doing?
It's one of the courses. There's a bunch of